Hey guys, this is Christine Till. I call myself the marketing mentress. And I have a big question for you. Are you an empty nester looking for a way to boost your pension? What have you been doing? And what are you looking for? Are you looking for something like being able to go wash dishes in a restaurant? Or have you been looking for something like going and cleaning houses? What have you been looking for? And what is your dream? What is it that you would like to be able to do in your older years? Guys, I'm in my 70s. I'm 75 and a half, and I have dreams still. My biggest dream right now is my grandbabies. We have 17 grandchildren, and they're at distance. They're scattered all over North America. We have 8 families. 5 of them live in the US and 3 of them in Canada, but they're at opposite ends of the country. One way over in Nova Scotia and 2 over in Vancouver. And we have to hop on a plane to go visit them because they're so far away. We could jump in a car, but it would take us weeks to get to most of them. So what do? We have to find a way to boost our pensions, guys. So if you found yourself in your 50s, early 60s, and you're out of work, what are you going to do to get prepared for your retirement? 62% of families in Canada are living paycheck to paycheck. Guys, paycheck to paycheck. So that means, by extension, if people are living paycheck to paycheck, 62% of the population, that means 62% of people who retire from this population are not going to have very much savings put aside because there's nothing left, right? And here's what's happening with the seniors. The seniors are, when they hit pensionable age, the average pension is about $1,300 a month. Okay, so the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is 1,000, no, 2,000 a month. Here in this building, it's 1090, so it's 1,090 a month. Yeah. So what are people going to do? They have to have something to supplement their pensions, and they need to start way back when they're first starting to work. And here's the thing, they when I was 20, my mind was so in another world. I totally wasn't paying any attention to any of this. In fact, our parents never taught us this. So then when we got to be older, and maybe in our 40s, we started realizing we needed to have savings put aside, because the way the pension plan is set up in Canada is you need to have a, a pension plan set up. And the financial planners that I've been speaking to in Canada say that you need to have equivalent to what it would cost to buy a house in our area, socked away in an investment. So have you got that socked away in an investment for you so that you'll be ready for your retirement? There are other kinds of investments that you can get, but I'm not a financial planner. I can tell you all about that information. I can give you the basics and some of the statistics that are happening here in Canada. And here's something else that I discovered. We have 3 boys and 5 girls, and all 3 of our boys live in the US. Yeah. And one of our boys was telling me the 2 oldest ones are programmers, and they need to know statistics because of the programs that they're working on, the teams that they're heading up. They're all working on different aspects for the companies that they're working for. And so they need to know stats like age groups and what kinds of things people are looking for online and that kind of thing, in order to be able to set up the programs properly so that the programs will be beneficial for the company and for the customer, right? But I was told that in the United States, of all the states in the United States, the one state that has the lowest average income is Mississippi. Yeah, but listen to this. Canada's average income is lower than Mississippi. Guys, what does that tell you? We need to get on the stick, so to speak. And the get on the stick was, we had a big stick shift in a grain truck, and the grain truck had 2 ranges, and we had to get shifting that gear shift as fast as we could to get it up into high range so that we could get down to the where the granaries were, so we could offload our grain as fast as possible, so we could get back and offload the combine, because by the time we did that trip, the hopper was full. So That gives you a little bit of farming background here. So getting on the stick, that's the terminology there. So hurry up and get on the stick, right? So I've been hurrying up and getting on the stick and getting training because I'm in my 70s and I needed to boost our pension. We needed to do something to boost our pension. When we first moved out to Alberta from British Columbia, I was born and raised in Alberta, by the way, and then ended up in British Columbia for 34 years and then back here in Alberta. We were looking for a place to live, right? And we got in this apartment building. This is where we are now. And we were not here for more than just a few months. And the apartment manager got sick and had to go into assisted living. So the owner of the apartment heard that we had managed properties when we were in British Columbia and asked us if we'd be interested in managing this property. Ha! It just walked right into our laps, right? And so we've been managing this apartment complex for over 10 years now. Yeah. But here's the thing. We're in our 70s, right? We're still pretty healthy, able to do things and able to work hard. But how long is that going to last, right? So we need to prepare ourselves, and exercising and eating right and keeping moving, all those things are included, but you still get older, right? So we need to prepare ourselves for the future. And one of the things that we've experienced over the years, and when we were in the process of moving out here, we experienced the fact that there was no money in the bank account. And we just got so sick and tired of no money in the bank account. And so I started looking for things that we could do to subsidize our pensions because I put out a myriad of resumes for both of us. And I got 4 interviews and 1 offer for $10 an hour. My husband got 2 interviews and he didn't get any offers. Yeah. And so what do you do when you can't seem to get a job? But we were in our early 60s. People are being laid off their jobs in their 50s, guys. And if you are finding yourself in your 50s, you need to start getting prepared. And if you're still got your job and you want to hang on to it for a few more years, and if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you need to take a look at something I found. It's called the Legacy Project, or I call it the Legacy Project. I also call it my play, stop, do system because I'm a boomer. I have no tech. And I see so many boomers, so many seniors or empty nesters, Gen X, Gen Y, really struggling financially because they're living paycheck to paycheck. And the cost of living just keeps on going up and up and up and up, right? And the income just seems to stay there. It doesn't keep going up with the cost of living. So it's putting people in a really tough position. And one of the things I discovered checking statistics in Canada is that we've had the highest number of bankruptcies ever in the history of Canada since the big health crisis. And I'm not telling you all this to be negative. I'm telling you all this to give you a bit of a jolt. Like I felt like I was hit over the head with a 2x4, virtual 2x4, saying, come on, you got to get on the stick here. You might not have tech, but you've got to do something online. Because I tried cleaning houses, guys. I couldn't clean houses for very long because I wrecked my knees when I was raised on the ranch, breaking horses and riding horses all the time. Because that was one of the things we did. We broke horses and sold them as cow ponies, right? So I totally wrecked my knees. And so I had to do something that I could do from home and not have to be getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and fighting rush hour traffic. And when I was offered that job at $10 an hour, when you do the calculations and figure out how much tax you're going to have to pay and what's left, it was enough to cover my traveling expenses to and from work and not very much else left over to pay any bills or expenses. So I knew I had to bite the bullet. I had to get on the stick and learn how to do something online. So consequently, I went through a whole bunch of different network marketing opportunities. And I was paying $10 here and $15 there and $47 there and auto ship over here and an auto ship over there. And I've just felt like I was being nibbled to death by a duck. Have you felt that way? Have you felt like you've been nibbled to death by a duck with all the fees that you're having to pay for network marketing businesses? So I lost count after about 20 network marketing businesses. And I got out of them because I could see I was not making any money doing that. And the people that were making money were the owners of the businesses, right? And it's the same with getting a job. We're taught from really young kids, go to school, get a good education, get a good job, and stay working at that job till you retire. But do you know what people are doing? If they can keep that job, they're staying at the job until they die. Yeah. So do you want to work until you die? I don't. I call it eating dirt. I don't want to work till I eat dirt. No way. I want to be able to enjoy my life, do some fun things. Don't you want to do some fun things too? Yeah. I want to go visit my grandbabies. I want to be able to hop on a plane whenever I want and go visit my grandbabies. I want to be able to buy them really nice gifts. I want to be able to play with them on the water. I want to buy a property where it's on a lake or on some water so that we can play with water toys and just have great times together and great memories, build memories, and do some traveling around the world. I've never had a really big opportunity to do any world travel, and I've always wanted to experience other countries and not just Canada. So have you found yourself stuck in that position, that rut, where you're doing a 9 to 5, but you're not sure if it's going to be there for very much longer? And if you know it's going to be there for as long as you want, are you making enough so that you can take time and go travel? I found the perfect thing. This legacy project or program is fabulous for anybody who's non-tech, because it teaches you what to do. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. We're taught that in school, right? Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. And it's all done on video. And we have ongoing training every day. So we can keep on learning, and we don't have to learn it all at one time. Because when you buy a course, there's a difference between a course and a program. When you buy a course, that is short life, has a short life. They're short-lived because you get the course and then you go take that course and you follow the instructions and do whatever the course tells you to do. But you know what's missing? Ongoing training. There's nobody you can go ask questions. And, oh, okay, I did this, but I got stuck here. What do I do now? Yeah, like, right. If you're non-techie like me, you have questions. You need to have them answered. And with this community that I belong to, that you get invited to when you buy a program, there are 4 programs actually. There's a 900, a 600, a 300, and a 100 program. And you can choose whichever one you want. They're all email automations, funnels that are set up, email funnels that are set up automatically. They're automated. And so once you get it connected to your own computer system, you just can sit back and let it go out. Let it send messages out. And there's training on how to do that and do it step by step. So you don't have to feel like in a course, you feel like you have to sit down and concentrate and get it all done now, right? But with this program, because there's ongoing training and ongoing education, you can relax a little bit and just take it in bite-sized chunks and do a little bit every day. And they have training every day for us. Yeah, it's awesome, guys. And I wanted to share this stuff with you because I have met so many empty nesters who are stuck in a rut. They have no idea what they're going to be able to do because they have no tech, and they're letting that hold them back. Are you letting no tech hold you back, guys? I have found the answer, and I can't emphasize it hard enough. I'm just so happy that I found it because I'm able to subsidize my pension. So we've not only got the apartments and what we get paid for managing the apartments, and that's a lot of hard work. Yeah, we're looking at being able to retire from apartment management so that we can do just our legacy program. So the difference between the different programs is there are 4 different ones. There's a 900, a 600, a 300, and a 100, like I mentioned before. They all have access to the email automation system, but the 900 gives you access to 4 streams of income. The 600 gives you access to 3. The 300 gives you access to 2, and the 100 gives you access to 1 stream of income. So it doesn't matter really where you start. They can all help you be able to build an online business because you access the email automation system. I'm Christine Till. I call myself the marketing mentress, and I'm going to be doing a video like this every week to help teach people how to be able to build an online business, because I had a dickens of a time getting everything set up because I don't have tech. And I found out how to solve that challenge. And I look forward to talking to you again. If you want to know more, just ask me how, and I'd love to share it with you.